Hey guys, welcome back to Tiny House Customs. I'm Dan. So everything that I've done in the shipping container for the last few videos, all the wires, every junction point, everything's buttoned up. There's nothing, no end that is not connected into something. So everything that I've worked on so far has been dead electricity, and it's been very safe so far, and now it's not going to be. Oh boy. So in today's video, I'm going to connect the two wires that feed the shipping container. I got one for the outlets and one for the light switch. Both are going to be connected onto the same 15 amp breaker. I could do it separate, but I've got this outlet box here that I don't really need. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything yet, but I need a 15 amp breaker. I forgot that. All right, so I have two 15 amp breakers that are going to fit into this unit that I have. This is a D square. I don't really know what it is. I'm going to bring you down to my level. I'm going to be on my knees. Daniel, it's probably not the first time you've been on your knees. Oh, I'm going to get wet. I'm going to get wet knees. Well, Daniel, that's the life you chose. You chose the hard life. That's not right, Mom. You were wrong with whatever you said. Well, enjoy it. First things first, go cut the power to the box, okay? We don't want to get electrocuted. And then next is take this cover off. Good. The only way to cut the power to this is to cut it at the house. So this box is pretty dangerous. It's got 240 running into it at 120 each, so 120, 120. But I'd have to touch both of those plus something else, which I'm just going to pay attention to what I'm doing. So I'm going to disconnect this outlet here because, well, you know, we don't need it anymore. I watched a video once and the electrician said, stick one hand behind your back so that if you do get electrocuted, it doesn't run across your chest through your heart and kill you. Disconnect that. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Oh, ow, right in the face. So I need these two wires now. This is not underground. This is not underground rated wire. It should be inside some type of flexible conduit. I don't have enough to do what I need to do. So this is temporary work that I'm installing. So I'm not going to go with too much code worthy. Okay? Just no mowing the grass back here. All right? Give myself enough to do everything I gotta do. Definitely should have a, I don't know what they're called, but they're things that go inside the hole that's down there, and they crimp down on the wire so they don't get frayed on the metal. But I don't have any. So we will do a wire staple though. Definitely wire staple that. Okay. Strip these back a 1/2 inch on all of them. I'm going to start with the ground wire, and you can put two wires into the same hole, especially this gauge. I mean, there's different gauges and stuff, but this gauge I can do two wires into one. I've got a ground bus bar that I'm connecting into right now. Make sure it's sticking in just a little bit. Tighten the hell out of that. So now all that work that I've done inside to ground everything to the same thing is all grounded. And then the white bus, I'm going to bring these up to the white bus. I'm pretty sure I can put two in there. Oh, I'm using two hands in the box. I'm far away from things that could hurt me. Peanut has still not come home. A lot of electricians pride themselves on making these very neat and orderly looking. So when you're running your wires, you should really try to run them neatly on the outside where they all come together at the same point. Cut wires. Give yourself a little bit of slack, but cut wires so they fit nicely and everything looks like you knew what you were doing. So I'm going to put that one there. I'm going to put this black over here. 15 amps. Loosen it up a little. This, by the way, is my favorite screwdriver. I actually own 3 of them because they're so good. But it's like a 13-in-1 or something. I'm going to tighten these down. The black is going to go on to your breaker. Tighten that down. And then I'm just going to connect them into where they got to go. I use my last one. Good. Welder outlets. Pretty sure I did all that right. Good. I'm going to come back and put some wire staples on this, and I might throw some dirt over the top of these wires just to kind of protect them so I don't run over them with something. But, oh my God. But that's done. Put a lock on that so the children don't play with it. Let's see how we did. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn the breakers on. On. The fact that they didn't trip shows me that most of the wiring should be done right. If stuff was in the wrong spot, crossed over, touching something it shouldn't have been touching, it would have tripped right away. Oh, wow. Wow, folks. That's amazing. Like, are you serious? Obviously this works. Good. Got an outlet down here at this bench, so if I need to use it, I got an outlet behind the saw right there. So the saw works. Got an outlet down underneath there. I'm gonna drill a hole in the table here, which I can feed wires down into that box, so my chop saw will have power there. I've got the outlet that you saw me wire up maybe 3 videos ago is right there. And I've got an outlet right there. On top of all the outlets, I also bought a couple of these short corded power strips that I can put in. I got 3 of these for like $3. They were super cheap. I also bought one, like a shop one that's very long. That's coming in a few days. I will do a show of that. I got a couple new things that I bought coming in, and I'll show you that. But this is awesome. The lighting is so good. You know what? You know what's not working? This one. I mean, it should work because if that one works and this one works, this one's in between them. Did I get one bad one? So since I'm going to use these as my shop lights, I've got those extra 2 now that I can unwire, rewire, and put it in there. I think this is a defective one. I'm willing to bet that that's the problem, because the way I wired it, the wire runs from one light, comes down to this one, comes back up and goes to that one. So that's connected there. Yeah, that should definitely be the problem. It's this unit. So this whole thing is getting electricity, which means that this is a defective unit, and it's not something you can open up and fix. It's hermetically sealed. I'm not a fan of hitting things to make it work. Generally, that's not how you fix things. Not sure what I'm going to do with that. Do I need it? I don't know. I'm not getting much of a shadow on my chop saw, which is the reason I put it there, so I'd have good lighting. I kind of want it, so what I'm gonna do is take down the one that's now off. I've got those 2. I'm gonna take that one down because I don't need it anymore up there, and I'll rewire it and install it here so I have light over my chop saw. But I'm pretty sure that's gonna do it for this video. You know, the last few videos you've gotten to see me wire this whole thing up. I've got good lighting in this whole thing now, so any future video that comes from this shipping container is going to be a lot nicer looking because I've got great lighting, no shadows anywhere I stand. And I haven't opened the shop door yet, but overall, this is great. And I'm only using, right now, using the 5 amps. And then obviously when I turn the table saw on, the lights aren't flickering that much, which means I'm not drawing too much from that. This bad boy right here, I think, takes the most out of all the tools I have. This will be a test for the electrical that I've got. Might as well test it out while I'm here. It's fine. It sounds fine. Everything's got enough electricity, and I'm not going to be using multiple tools at the same time. I don't work with other people. I don't work well with others. It'll work for me as a single person in the shop. You know what I mean? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, don't do anything that you're uncomfortable with. If you feel like you could get hurt or killed, don't do it. I mean, hire somebody to do it. But if you're confident and comfortable with trying things and, you know, troubleshooting, learning from your mistakes, probably not the best example. Don't learn from your mistakes when messing with electrical. But It's something that I think that most people should know how to do light electrical work. You're not doing some big stuff, you know. 240 is going to kill you. Anything over 120, if you hold on too long, that'll kill you too. So also when you're getting electrocuted, sometimes you can't let go. So it's important to be knowledgeable with this stuff, and then know your limits, and don't try to exceed what you know, or what you even think you know. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to my channel and you like this kind of content, make sure you hit the subscribe. If you like this video, felt it was helpful, give it a thumbs up. That's a thumbs down. That's a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. And if you have some great knowledge, a lot of you electricians, I'm sure you've got some great words of wisdom, just leave them down in the description below. Again, don't try any of this stuff at home if you're uncomfortable with any of the work that I've done in the last few videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video, which will not be tomorrow. What did I have? 5-6 days strong in a row? Let's see what that did for subscribers. Hopefully it bumped it up a little bit.